Got a 2013 Toyota RAV4 with a catalytic converter that I'd like to protect, so we're going to put on a MillerCat CAT Shield. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to install a MillerCat CAT Shield on a 2013 Toyota RAV4. Now, the use of power tools to install these is not recommended. If you are going to use them, do that at your own risk. They also recommend professional installation. Now, I've done several of these installs and it's pretty straightforward as long as you follow the instructions. Now, you do want to make sure to wear some protective gloves and eyewear, as the edges of these shields can be pretty sharp. Now, you're also going to need a 1/4-inch bit driver. Now, this is just a bit socket on a ratchet. That will work fine. Now, you're also going to need a 3/8 ratchet with an extension and a 10mm socket. Now, you're also going to need a little trim removal tool like this, or a small flathead screwdriver will work just fine. Now, there's 18 of these button head screws and washers included, and the special security bit that you need to tighten those. They include a little package of thread locker here for you. Just make sure you apply that to all of the fasteners. Now, the torque spec on all of these is going to be 60 to 80 inch-pounds. Now, I am going to use this little torque wrench this time to get these all snug. I usually just go by feel, and on something this small, just make sure you don't overdo it. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, the main shield here is T00068, and we're just going to grab this part right here, which is T00070, and we're just going to attach it right here with just these two, and we're going to put those on loosely. Now, the next step is to loosely install the passenger side of the cover to the main shield right here. The number on this one is T00069. And this one, we're going to install all 4 of those M6 screws. Now, normally there's a little factory heat shield right here. Ours is missing. You see right here, this would have a 10mm bolt right here and a little plastic snap to take that off and remove it, which I don't think we need to put it back on, so it's going to be removed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Since this piece is already missing, we're going to skip that step and take off these 2 plastic clips. And then right here, we do need to take off this 10mm bolt. All right, now using that same 10mm socket and ratchet, we need to remove this bolt here that helps secure the exhaust heat shield on the passenger side. All right, now this right here is our shift cable housing plate. We just need to take off this rearmost 10mm bolt. All right, the next step is to position this nut plate up above. All of the threaded holes go facing up, and they just line up with these holes here underneath. This little tab with the hole through it goes on the lower part of the subframe, and everything else goes above. All right, now we can put the main shield up here. Now you're just gonna pull down on this splash shield just a little bit on the driver's side so that you can position this in place. Just remember that thread locker and the washer. Now, these ones here on this side go through the splash shield and then through the main shield up to the nut plate. Might have to push up a little bit to get that to line up. Now we can loosely secure this tab right here where we took out that heat shield bolt. We're going to put in a security bolt here with some thread locker on it and our washer. All right, now we need to install this upper cover. This is T0072. I'm using the stainless shield here. They also make an aluminum one, so your part numbers will be slightly different. But what we need to do is just position this up above and just kind of slide that in place. You see those line up perfectly. And then we're also going to have this one lining up above where we took out that bolt. Now this one goes right where we took out the other bolt for that shift cable housing cover. Now it says we can fully tighten these three here. Now I've got this bit torque wrench that I'm going to use. Now this is in Newton meters, so you just want to convert Newton meters to inch pounds, in this case 60 to 80 inch pounds. I'm just going to go with 7 Newton meters and that should be good. All right, then this piece right here, this is the T00071. This is the driver's side bracket. And this just kind of slides up above here, and we need to put one of these M6 security screws through this opening, and that's going to attach it through the splash shield. Let me see if I can get an extension for that bit. So now we can just hold this up into position, and hopefully we can go right through there and thread this in. There we go. Now we can attach this driver's side bracket to the rear shield right through here. All right, now we can go through and tighten everything at 60 to 80 inch pounds. I'm going to start with these 4 here in the front. All right, and then we can tighten this one right here. And then we can tighten these 4 along this side of the shield. All right, then we can fully tighten this one here. And then we can fully tighten these 4 bolts here on the driver's side. And then we can fully tighten this one up here at the top that attaches the upper cover to the shift cable housing plate. We are done. Now this one is the stainless steel version. They also make an aluminum version, but they both work very well to protect your catalytic converter. Very, very happy with this. Definitely going to be able to sleep a little bit better at night knowing that this catalytic converter is going to be much harder to steal than another one. If a thief rolls underneath here and sees this, most likely they're just going to move on to another vehicle or just head on down the road. Now, of course, there's nothing that's 100% theft proof, but I really love the idea of this physical shield around this catalytic converter that's just going to make it so much harder for them to take it. Now, if you're watching this video because your catalytic converter has already been stolen, I'm very sorry. That is one of the worst feelings. It has happened to me and I hated it. When you start up the car and it's that open exhaust, it really startles you and you do feel violated. You just get really mad, you get really upset, and then you start to get upset with yourself for not doing something like this to protect it ahead of time. Unfortunately, catalytic converter theft is just so prevalent and doesn't seem to be slowing down or going away. These catalytic converters are so valuable for their scrap metals that thieves are doing this in broad daylight, in parking lots, in shopping malls, and movie theaters. Thieves are willing to just come in here. They have no regard for you. They don't care about anything other than making some money off of that scrap metal. I just helped a good friend of mine the other day with his RV, and he had it parked in a secured storage facility, and when we got it started, it was open exhaust. We looked underneath and the catalytic converter had been stolen. But it is something that you can most likely avoid if you install a MillerCat CAT Shield. Whether you decide to do this yourself or pay somebody to do it, it's still a fairly small investment to protect this catalytic converter. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. Now, MillerCat did send me this shield in exchange for this quick little installation video, but they also gave me a coupon code. I'll put that up here on the screen and also in the description where you can pick up a MillerCat CAT Shield for your vehicle as well. Thanks so much for watching and good luck.